Hello, my name's Bethan and I'm an educator at the National Gallery. In today's video, we're going to be exploring a painting by the artist Vincent van Gogh called Sunflowers. And we're going to be using this painting to create some of our own experimental drawings. Vincent van Gogh created the painting in 1888 when his friend Paul Gauguin was coming to stay with him in the south of France. He used the painting to decorate the room that his friend would be staying in, as if he was giving him a big bunch of flowers on his arrival. Like many artists, Van Gogh used drawing in his work every single day, and he sketched the world around him using any materials he could get his hands on. So today, all you will need is a pencil and something to draw on. This could be a piece of paper, it could be cardboard, or even the back of an old envelope. I've chosen the sunflowers for us to work from today because of all the details it includes. Is this a painting you've seen before? Why don't you take a closer look and see if there's something new you can spot? Notice how each sunflower is different. Some are just about to flower, others are in full bloom, and some are just a dried seed head with one petal holding on. Vincent van Gogh created 7 versions of this painting while staying in the south of France. And this idea of creating multiple copies is going to inspire what we're going to be doing today at home. Before we start sketching, we need to find an object to draw from. Van Gogh loved drawing from life, so can you find something at home you could draw from? This could be a plant or a vase of flowers, or even some fruit. You can use anything at all that you find interesting and make your own still life. Still life is an art term that means a collection of man-made objects or natural objects. If you don't have anything you'd like to work from, perhaps you could collect images of nature when out on your daily exercise. You could find leaves or flowers and photograph them and work from them when you get back home. Even a dandelion growing in a crack in the pavement could make a wonderful drawing. All of the drawing techniques today are really simple, so you don't have to be an expert to take part. It's about experimenting, practicing and having fun. So why not get everyone at home involved and draw together? For our first drawing activity, we're going to be looking and noticing all the lines that make up our object. Like in the sunflowers, where there are spiky lines and straight lines and curved lines. In your object, can you notice these? So to begin our drawing, can you start by sketching all of the straight lines you can see? When you've done that, we're going to carry on drawing and build over the top all of the curved lines we can notice in our object. When you're sketching, make sure to push nice and confidently with your pencil. Now you've warmed up, let's try something a bit different. We're still going to focus in on the lines that make up our object, but this time we're going to sketch without taking our pencil off our piece of paper. Let's imagine we're taking our pencil for a walk. So find your starting point and just allow your drawing to grow out from there. Can you sketch the whole object in one go? This isn't always easy to do, but remember, practice makes perfect. There's no wrong or right way of drawing. Today it's all about experimenting. For our next drawing experiment, we're going to be looking at light and dark. If we look at our sunflower painting, we can see the contrast between the petals and the leaves and the darker discs in the centre. Notice how your object can be broken up into light and dark areas. And how can you sketch them? Perhaps you can show the difference between different lines and different marks that you make. Begin by making a simple outline sketch of your object, and then you can start building up over this outline drawing, looking at light, so the highlighted areas, and also dark, so the shaded areas. You can use different types of lines to suggest in the contrasting areas on your object. If your object has a shadow, try adding that in to suggesting a darker area. You can build this in by adding your darker tones of your pencil. There's no wrong or right way of doing it. It's completely up to you. I haven't used a rubber at all in my drawing. I'm just focusing on being confident in my sketching, not worrying if it goes wrong, just building up different lines and tones. So don't worry if you make a mistake. It's all just about practicing, experimenting, and hopefully improving our drawing and looking skills. For our final drawing activity, we're really going to test our looking skills. We've made 3 sketches so far of our object, so your hand should be really familiar with its shape. So this time we're going to sketch our object without looking down at our piece of paper. We're just going to allow our eyes to communicate down to our hand what it is that they can see. You might be surprised how your object turns out. Again, we're going to find a starting point in our object and then let our pencil guide us around our piece of paper. I know it's tempting sometimes to look down at our paper, but just try and be confident and let your eyes communicate to your hand what it is they can see. Other ideas you might like to try out could be sketching collaboratively, or maybe you could try sketching your object over a few days and notice how your object might change over time. You could even try folding up your paper into a concertina so all of your drawings are kept together in a book. Vincent van Gogh created sunflowers for a friend, so perhaps you could create your drawings for a friend or family member you're looking forward to seeing soon. You could even send one of your pictures in the post. Thank you so much for watching. We would love to see what you've made. Share your drawings online with us by tagging us on Facebook, Instagram or Twitter.